Mary, Senator Cardin is the latest lawmaker to share his concerns, but even as opposition to the transmission line is mounting, and despite asking the question for months, Governor Wes Moore still won't share where he stands. As residents across Maryland watch and wait to see which route is picked for the proposed Maryland Piedmont Reliability Project, and where transmission towers along the 70-mile line spanning from the top of Baltimore County to the edge of Frederick County could go.
I've had countless conversations with folks that say this will destroy everything we've worked for.
Maryland Senator Ben Cardin is now speaking out, writing to Governor Wes Moore and the Public Service Commission, the state commission that will end up approving the project or not. Cardin says it would come at a cost to residents. In a letter to the PSC, Cardin is asking the commission to take into account the consequences of the project on the state's agriculture, historic heritage, and conservation goals. Cardin says it's critical commissioners consider alternative routes and strategies to minimize the project's impact to rural residents and their livelihoods. University of Maryland Assistant Professor Chenyu Yang says
the current transmission lines we have do not keep pace with the rising demand.
And energy officials say the transmission line is needed with power plants coming off the grid and other electric needs. But it's also due to demand from data centers.
A big part of the load growth comes from the build out of the data centers.
And that's where this letter to Governor Wes Moore comes in. Cardin says he's concerned about policies encouraging the development of data centers in the state. While he recognizes their value, he says he doesn't believe the current policy balances the benefits of data centers to Marylanders against substantial negative impacts they could have on ratepayers and the already overburdened grid.
The governor has recently eased some of the restrictions on data centers, the greater DMV area has become very attractive to the data centers overall.
I asked the governor's office what his plans for building data centers in the state are, and so far I haven't gotten an answer. As for the Piedmont project,
we really need the governor to come out publicly and say, make a public stance and say, we're gonna go back to the drawing board on this thing. And I'm hoping that we'll hear that from him at some point.
Despite our repeated questions and calls from other lawmakers like State Senator Justin Reedy, Governor Wes Moore won't say where he stands on the Piedmont project. His office only saying any action that comes before the state will be evaluated. But so far the Piedmont project hasn't come before the state, and a formal application still hasn't been filed.
A governor, even by himself, cannot just say no. But a governor has a lot of ability to influence how this happens.
In a statement today, Senator Chris Van Hollen also voiced his concerns, saying Maryland's interests must come first, not a corporation's. A formal application for the transmission line project is expected to be filed later this year. Live in Baltimore, Jessica Babb, Fox 45 News.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.